The New York Jets. Boy, oh boy, let me tell you. Ever since Aaron Rodgers signed with that team, it's been a big time roller coaster in New York. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. Everyone rules the Jets out. They say, oh, the season's over. They're going to be terrible. There's no contingency plan after Aaron Rodgers. Zach Wilson can't get it done. But you look at the New York Jets, and I'm here to tell you right now, people, the New York Jets are more than just the Aaron Rodgers show. There's a lot more to this team than Aaron Rodgers. I firmly believe whenever Aaron Rodgers comes back from injury, whether it be, the latter part of this year, which Aaron Rodgers has kind of hinted a little bit, don't really buy into that. But again, Aaron Rodgers is a guy that has in the past claimed to have a cure for COVID, and let's just dead those conversations in the back end of the water, okay? But when Aaron Rodgers eventually makes his return, probably next year for the Jets at some point, I believe this is a Super Bowl caliber team because Garrett Wilson, star wide receiver. They've got really good running backs. The defense is loaded with talent. This defense has the potential to be the best defense in the NFL for many years to come. And Robert Saleh, despite this team's limitations at quarterback, he continues to motivate. He continues to be a high-spirited guy. And he continues to try to find ways to win. Folks, the New York Jets, at the halfway point of the 2023 season, above 500 without Aaron Rodgers. Will this team make a deep playoff run without Aaron Rodgers? Probably not. Could they sneak in? Maybe, maybe not. But all I'm saying is there's a lot of great pieces here with the New York Jets. And I encourage Jets fans to just be patient. I understand that you were ready for Aaron Rodgers to come out there. He unfortunately got hurt. The cookies just have to bake a little bit longer. We may need to grab another batch and start things over a little bit. But I think this Aaron Rodgers thing is going to work out because this team is not just about Aaron Rodgers. You look at the Green Bay Packers when Aaron Rodgers was their quarterback, for the most part, outside of a couple of years, where they had really great wide receivers, the defense was complimentary enough. I think that the early 2010s and around 2014, that was the time where the Packers were a little less Aaron Rodgers dependent. But outside of those 2 to 3 years in Green Bay, most of the time, it was Aaron Rodgers or bust. It was either Aaron Rodgers plays great or we're screwed. That is not the case with the New York Jets. They're winning games with Zach Wilson at quarterback. And look, I think Zach Wilson has some talent, but Zach Wilson has been a roller coaster ride in the NFL. He's not been very accurate. He throws a lot of interceptions. He's getting a little bit better, but there's no argument to be made for Zach Wilson other than the fact that he's been one of the worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL since he's entered the National Football League. And look, this Jets team has a lot of great pieces. They're a great watch. And I'm here to tell you right now, they are much, much more better than the New York Giants. The Giants are a mess. The Jets, they seem like they have their buttons together a little bit. It will all come down to how great can Aaron Rodgers be when he comes back? Whether that be at the end of this year or next year, but I truly believe this Jets team has something cooking. They're a well-run operation. They've got star wide receivers. They've got a star, player in Sauce Gardner on their defense. They've got the run game. Most of the pieces are coming together for the Jets. They do need to shore up that offensive line a little bit, but I believe what the Jets have, and they are much, much more than just the Aaron Rodgers show. This experiment could be something special if Aaron Rodgers comes back and is anywhere close to that bad man we know him to be.